For many people, driving represents more than just a way to get from one place to another. It's a symbol of freedom, independence, and control over daily life. You've been driving for decades, navigating roads, traffic, and highways with confidence. But at some point, you might start to wonder, am I still as sharp as I used to be behind the wheel? Maybe night driving feels more challenging, or you find yourself second-guessing when making left turns. You're not alone. This is something almost every driver faces as they get older. The truth is, driving after 75 doesn't have to be scary. Sure, there are challenges, but there are also plenty of ways to stay confident, capable, and safe on the road. The key is adapting, not giving up. The best part? You probably already have the experience and good habits needed to make smart adjustments. In this video, we're going to explore 6 practical ways to keep your skills sharp and your confidence high so that you can continue driving safely for years to come. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. What's been your experience with driving as you've gotten older? Have you made any changes to feel safer on the road? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your insight could help someone else in this community. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need a little reassurance. Now, one of the smartest things any driver can do, no matter their age, is take a refresher course. Defensive driving courses are a game changer because they aren't just about relearning the rules of the road. They teach strategies to anticipate and avoid accidents, refresh your reaction times, and update you on any changes in traffic laws. Many of us learned to drive decades ago, and let's be honest, things have changed. Roads are busier, cars have more advanced technology, and even traffic signals and intersections have evolved. A defensive driving course helps bridge that gap, so you can feel more in control. A lot of people assume these courses are only for teenagers getting their license, but that's not the case at all. In fact, many courses are designed specifically for senior drivers, focusing on common challenges like night vision, depth perception, and reaction time. And here's a bonus. Completing a defensive driving course could even lower your car insurance rates. Some insurance companies offer discounts to seniors who take one, which means not only do you get better driving skills, but you might also save some money in the process. Now, you might be thinking, that all sounds great, but I don't really need a class. I've been driving for years. That's understandable, but here's something to consider. Even the best drivers benefit from a refresher. Think of it like maintaining your home. Every so often you check the roof, the plumbing, and the appliances, even if nothing seems wrong. Taking a defensive driving course is the same principle. It's about making sure everything is still working as it should and learning ways to adjust if needed. And taking a course isn't just about safety. It's about confidence. Knowing you've brushed up on your skills, learned a few new tricks, and stayed up to date with modern driving techniques can make all the difference when you're out on the road. Because, let's face it, driving is as much about how you feel as it is about skill. When you feel secure behind the wheel, you drive better. Of course, staying sharp behind the wheel isn't just about what you know. It's also about what you can see and hear. That's why regular vision and hearing checkups are so important. Good vision and sharp hearing are 2 of the most important factors in staying safe on the road. It's something we don't always think about, because changes in our senses often happen gradually. One day, you might realize that street signs are a little harder to read, or you don't notice a car creeping up in your blind spot as quickly as you used to. Maybe you find yourself asking passengers to repeat what they said, or you don't hear sirens until they're very close. These small changes might not seem like a big deal at first, but when you're driving, even a split-second delay in reaction time can make all the difference. That's why scheduling regular vision and hearing checkups is so important. It's not just about getting new glasses or a hearing aid if needed. It's about staying ahead of potential issues before they become a problem. Many people put off these checkups because they feel like their eyesight or hearing is good enough. But here's the thing. Our brains are incredibly good at adapting, sometimes without us even realizing it. We get used to straining to see road signs, leaning forward to read dashboard displays, or turning our heads more than we used to in order to hear conversations. But those extra adjustments can add unnecessary stress while driving. Let's talk about vision first. Night driving, glare from headlights, and news. Many of these challenges can be managed with updated prescriptions, anti-glare lenses, or even simple adjustments like keeping your windshield and glasses clean. If you haven't had an eye exam in a while, Now's the time to schedule one. And if you already wear glasses, it's worth asking your eye doctor about lenses specifically designed for driving. Some lenses reduce glare from headlights, while others improve contrast, making it easier to see details on the road. Small tweaks like these can make a huge difference in how confident you feel behind the wheel. Now, let's talk about hearing. It might not seem as directly related to driving, but it plays a bigger role than most people realize. Think about how often you rely on sound while driving: horns, sirens, turn signals, and even subtle cues like the hum of traffic around you. If your hearing isn't as sharp as it used to be, you might miss these important audio signals, and that can affect your reaction time. One of the most common hearing issues is difficulty distinguishing sounds in noisy environments. For example, you might hear a siren but struggle to figure out which direction it's coming from. Or maybe you don't hear the subtle clicking of your turn signal, leading to longer than intended blinker use. These are little things, but they add up, especially in busy traffic. The good news is that today's hearing aids are much more advanced than they used to be. They can filter out background noise, amplify important sounds, and even connect to your phone for hands-free calls. If you've noticed any changes in your hearing, even if they seem small, it's worth getting checked out. A simple hearing test can tell you a lot. And if a hearing aid is recommended, it could make your driving experience much smoother and less stressful. And here's another thing. Taking care of your vision and hearing isn't just about safety. It's about comfort. Driving should feel natural and enjoyable, not like a constant battle to see clearly or hear what's happening around you. When your senses are sharp, you feel more in control. And that sense of control leads to confidence on the road. Now, confidence isn't just about what you see and hear. It's also about what you drive. Choosing the right vehicle can make a huge difference in how comfortable and secure you feel behind the wheel. A car is more than just a way to get from point A to point B. It's an extension of your comfort and confidence on the road. The right vehicle can make driving easier, safer, and more enjoyable, while the wrong one can add unnecessary stress and even put you at greater risk. If you've been driving the same car for years, it might be time to think about whether it still meets your needs. Comfort and visibility are two of the biggest factors to consider. Many older cars have low seating positions, making it harder to see over the dashboard or around blind spots. Some vehicles have stiff steering or pedals that require more pressure, which can become tiring on longer drives. If getting in and out of your car has started to feel like a workout, or if you find yourself adjusting your seat constantly just to get the right view of the road, those could be signs that it's time to explore something different. Modern vehicles come with features that make driving easier, especially for those who want extra confidence behind the wheel. Backup cameras, blind spot monitoring, lane departure warnings. These aren't just fancy add-ons. They're tools that help prevent accidents and take some of the stress out of driving. Power-adjustable seats, larger displays, and easy-to-reach controls can make a big difference too. The goal isn't to replace your skills as a driver, but to complement them with technology that enhances safety and convenience. Another thing to consider is the size of your vehicle. If you've been driving a large SUV or truck but don't really need all that space anymore, switching to a midsize or compact vehicle could make parking and maneuvering much easier. On the flip side, if you like having a higher seating position for better visibility, a crossover or small SUV could be a great choice. The key is to find a car that fits your needs, not just in terms of safety, but also in terms of how comfortable and confident you feel while driving it. If you're not sure where to start, test driving a few different models can be eye-opening. You might be surprised at how much easier a newer car feels to handle. And if buying a new car isn't in the budget, even small upgrades to your current vehicle, like installing a larger rear-view mirror, getting brighter headlights, or adjusting the seat position, can make a big difference in how secure you feel on the road. But no matter what kind of car you drive, one thing remains the same. The best time to drive is when conditions are in your favor. That means choosing when and where you drive carefully. Driving at night can be challenging, even for people with perfect vision. Headlight glare, dimly lit roads, and unexpected obstacles make it harder to react quickly. Even early morning or late evening hours, when the sun is low, can create difficult visibility conditions. If possible, try to plan your trips during daylight hours when roads are well lit, and visibility is at its best. Weather conditions also play a big role. Rain, fog, and snow make roads slippery and reduce visibility, which means even the most experienced drivers have to be extra cautious. If the forecast looks bad, it's worth asking yourself whether the trip is really necessary. Sometimes waiting for clearer weather or adjusting your schedule slightly can make a big difference in how safe and comfortable you feel on the road. Another thing to keep in mind is the type of roads you're driving on. Busy highways with fast-moving traffic can be overwhelming, especially if you don't drive them often. If you're uncomfortable with high-speed roads, consider alternative routes that might take a little longer, but feel safer and more manageable. Many navigation apps now offer options to avoid highways, so you can choose a path that matches your comfort level. And let's not forget about parking. Finding a good parking spot in a crowded lot can be frustrating, and squeezing into a tight space can feel stressful. If parallel parking or backing into spots feels challenging, looking for parking lots with pull-through spaces can make things much easier. Parking a little farther away but in a spot that's easy to get in and out of can be worth the extra steps. Being mindful of when and where you drive isn't about limiting yourself. It's about setting yourself up for success. When you drive in conditions that feel comfortable, your confidence grows. And confidence is key to staying safe behind the wheel. Of course, driving isn't just about physical ability. It's also about staying mentally sharp. That's why keeping your mind engaged and active is just as important as any car feature or driving habit. Driving is more than just a physical activity. It's a mental one, too. Every time you get behind the wheel, your brain is processing information, making decisions, and reacting to unexpected situations. That's why keeping your mind sharp is just as important as maintaining your car or choosing the right driving conditions. The good news is, there are simple ways to keep your brain engaged and responsive, making you a safer and more confident driver. One of the best ways to do this is through mental exercises. Just like we keep our bodies strong by staying active, our brains need regular workouts too. Crossword puzzles, Sudoku, chess, and memory games can all help improve concentration and problem-solving skills. Even something as simple as reading regularly or learning a new skill, like a musical instrument or a new language, keeps your brain engaged. When your mind is active, your reaction times stay sharp, which is crucial for making quick decisions on the road. But keeping your mind sharp isn't just about mental exercises, it's also about staying engaged with the world around you. Social interactions play a big role in keeping our minds alert and responsive. Conversations, debates, and even storytelling require quick thinking and memory recall, which naturally strengthen cognitive skills. If you live alone or don't see people as often as you'd like, joining a local club, taking a class, or even engaging in online discussions can keep your brain active in a way that benefits your driving skills. Sleep also plays a huge role in mental sharpness. A tired brain is a slow brain, and even mild sleep deprivation can affect concentration and reaction time. Making sure you get enough restful sleep each night is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to keep your mind ready for driving. If you ever feel groggy, unfocused, or drowsy before getting behind the wheel, it's a sign to rest before heading out. Of course, mental sharpness alone isn't enough. Your physical health also plays a big role in driving safely and confidently. Strong reflexes, flexibility, and mobility are all key to good driving. Think about how often you turn your head to check blind spots, move your foot quickly from the gas to the brake, or grip the steering wheel to navigate a turn. Each of these actions requires coordination between your brain and body, and the more physically active you are, the smoother these movements will be. Staying physically active doesn't mean you have to hit the gym or start lifting weights. Simple activities like stretching, walking, or even gentle yoga can help maintain flexibility and mobility. Exercises that focus on balance, like standing on one foot or practicing controlled movements, can improve stability and coordination, both of which are important when getting in and out of your car or making quick adjustments while driving. Hand strength is another important factor. Over time, arthritis or general stiffness can make gripping the steering wheel, turning the key, or shifting gears more difficult. Simple hand exercises, like squeezing a stress ball, opening and closing your fingers, or using hand grippers, can help keep your grip strong. If certain movements feel more difficult than they used to, adaptive tools like a steering wheel, cover for better grip, or larger control knobs can make a big difference. Reaction time is one of the most important aspects of safe driving, and regular physical activity helps keep it fast and responsive. Even a 10-minute walk each day can improve circulation, reduce stiffness, and keep your muscles and joints moving the way they should. If it's been a while since you've focused on physical fitness, starting small and building up gradually can help. At the end of the day, driving after 75 doesn't have to be scary. With the right habits, tools, and mindset, you can stay confident and in control behind the wheel. Taking a defensive driving course can refresh your skills and boost your confidence. Keeping up with regular vision and hearing checkups ensures you're always at your best. Choosing a safe, comfortable vehicle that suits your needs makes a world of difference. Driving during daylight and in good weather conditions helps you feel more in control. Keeping your mind sharp keeps your reaction time quick, and staying physically active helps you move with ease. These aren't just tips for staying safe. They're ways to keep your independence and freedom on the road. Your years of driving experience are valuable, and with just a few adjustments, you can continue to enjoy the open road with confidence. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's the biggest challenge you face when driving as you get older? Have you made any changes that have helped you feel more comfortable behind the wheel? Share your thoughts in the comments, and your experience might help someone else in our community. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and brings more people into the conversation. And if you know someone who could benefit from these tips, share this video with them. Remember, driving is about more than just getting from one place to another. It's about staying connected to the world around you. With the right approach, you can keep driving safely and confidently for years to come. Stay safe, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.